We complain about things with no solution. It be the smallest things we complain about. I'm telling you. You complain about your vehicle? Okay. How you like taking the bus? Just to be complaining about watching their own kids. I know it's a lot. I understand it. But come on, they your kids. You complaining about work, but are you about to quit? Hell no, you ain't about to quit. So shut up and do the work.
Verse 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee.
Be content with the things that you got. Whether it be your little house, your little wife, what your kid, be grateful. Because it could be worse. I'm telling you, bro, I be complaining at work all the time. And I be telling myself I'm not gonna complain. And I still do it. I still do it, bro. But I be thinking like, damn, bro, I'm ungrateful as hell. That's how I came up with this class. I'm talking about myself. The Lord do not like complaining. Because your situation could always be worse. Just remember that the next time you complain. Your situation could always be worse. Hey, Shalom, Most High Christ bless. IUIC Houston in the classroom, Officer Nehemiah. All praise to the Most High, able to teach once again. Never will take this for granted. You know what I'm saying? Hey, name of the class is called How Ungrateful Am I? How Ungrateful Am I? Gonna be a heavy, I ain't gonna say heavy, but it's gonna be a self-examination class. Something that I be meditating on a lot. I figured out maybe it'll edify some of y'all to be a little bit more thankful for the things you got. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start with 2 Corinthians chapter 13. Verse 5. 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Come on.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Jesus Christ is in you, except ye be reprobates.
Right. The scriptures say, examine yourselves, whether you be in the faith, right? I say constantly, we got to examine ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because through the course of being in the truth, we get complacent. Things get redundant, things get a little bit of easy in our life, and then we start to slowly back away from the faith. We don't maintain that zeal. We get comfortable in this truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from experience. The scriptures say, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith and prove yourselves. You got to know your own self, right? So through the course of this class, I'm gonna show and I'm gonna prove that you are ungrateful. You are ungrateful. I'm ungrateful. We all ungrateful. And I'm going to prove it to you after this class. If you talk about, no, I'm thankful, Lord, I'm going to show you ain't. I'm going to show you ain't. None of us is really grateful because we always find something to complain about, no matter what it is, right? No matter how big or small it is. I'm going to prove we all ungrateful, right? Get Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 11 and verse 25. Sirach, chapter 11, verse 25. Come on.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
In the day of prosperity, when everything going good, you start to forget the affliction, right? Things going smooth in your life. You forgot when things was going rough in your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's everybody who listening to this class know what I'm talking about. When things going good, you forget all affliction. Come on, read from the top again.
In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
And when you getting jacked up, you forget the good that you just receiving before the affliction came. It's always like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Bible say, examine yourself whether you be in the faith. Examine it. We got to constantly self-examine this, because in that time of prosperity, we'll forget the affliction and we'll start to depart from the faith. And when the affliction come, now we back on 10. You know what I'm saying? We forget the prosperity. Now it's the end of the world. See what I'm saying? We got to always be reflecting and meditating on this. Get Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 14. Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 14. In day of prosperity, forget affliction. And in day of affliction, you forget prosperity. Come on.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 14. in the day of prosperity, be joyful.
Right. When things going good, be joyful. Be glad, be happy. You know what I'm saying? Your rib in the spirit, house in the spirit. You ain't get corrected in a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Job done gave you a little bonus. You know what I mean? Things going good, be joyful. Be joyful. Rejoice and be grateful for, right? Come on.
But in the day of adversity, consider.
But when you start getting jacked up, consider. Consider. Keep reading.
God also have set the one over against the other.
God said, I set these things one against the other. Prosperity against affliction. Meaning you're going to catch both at some point. That's why you say when you got the prosperity, don't forget the affliction. And when you got the affliction, don't forget the prosperity. Because the Lord said one against the other. You're going to go through prosperity in this true following God, and you're going to go through affliction and adversity following God. But the problem with us is when we get the prosperity, we start to forget God. We forget God, and we forget all the blessings that he gives to us every day. And we start to get a little bit ungrateful. Happened from the time of Moses till today. Because y'all know when y'all getting jacked up, you ain't missing no prayer. You praying 5 times a day when you getting jacked up. You know what I'm saying? You praying 5 times a day. You fasting. Oh, hey, babe. Hey, we got fast together. All praises. Everybody in the spirit, right? Because you getting jacked up. That's when you on 10 for the Lord. Lord, if I did something wrong, show me. You know what I'm saying? Lord, bring you to your knees. You know what I'm saying? Give me Psalms 88 and 9 real quick. Psalms chapter 88 and verse 9. I'm going to show you what I'm saying is the truth. Because the Bible said. Psalms chapter 88. Let me look at it. No, I ain't got to highlight. That's crazy. 88 verse 9.
The book of Psalms, chapter 88, verse 9. Mine eye mourneth by reason of affliction. Lord, I have called daily upon thee. I have stretched out my hands unto thee.
You see that thing? My eye mourneth daily for the affliction. I'm calling out daily upon you, Lord. Help me. You know what I'm saying? That's where that adversity come. But what happened with that prosperity when you forgot to send up your prayers? Or when you got a bonus and you didn't give no extra alms? You know what I'm saying? What about the prosperity when you was having no car issues, but now your tire flat, it's the end of the world? You know what I'm saying? We forget God when things going good. That's every single one of us. And we overlook the small blessings that God gives us every day that another brother or sister never received. You know what I'm saying? Never received, but we complain about the things that we got. Brothers in third world countries would kill to have your life. Yes, your life. What? I don't care how bad you think your life is. Brothers will kill to have your life. Because why you like, damn, they raised my damn rent $300. Some people is living without a roof. You know what I'm saying? We got brothers in Haiti living without roofs. And you complaining because you got a leak in one of your ceilings. Ungrateful. I'm telling you. Get Deuteronomy 31 and verse 20. Nothing changed from the old days until now. We always been ungrateful people. That's why you got to examine yourself. Say, how ungrateful really am I that I could correct my ungratefulness and be thankful for everything that the Lord blesses me with, whether prosperity or whether affliction. Deuteronomy 31, verse 20. Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 20. For when I shall have brought them into the land which I swear unto their fathers, that floweth with milk and honey, and they shall have eaten and filled themselves.
The Lord said, when I bring them into this land, when they eating and filled themselves, they living good, feeling good, right? Come on.
And waxing fat.
And what?
And waxing fat.
And waxing, you got abundance. Come on.
Then will they turn unto other gods and serve them and provoke me and break my covenant.
Dang. Ain't that how I be though? You get a little bit extra and you forget the Lord completely. You forgot the one that blessed you with the extra in the first place. You see with all these entertainers, you see with all these preachers, you see everybody, and you got to see it in yourself. When the Lord blessed you and you up, do you have the same zeal and thankfulness when you down? No, you don't. Don't lie to me and say you do. No, you don't. You don't have the same zeal. I'm telling you, because we ungrateful as a people. Back then till today, right? Get Deuteronomy 32 and verse 12.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 12. So the Lord alone did lead him, and there was no strange God with him.
So the Lord led us out of Egypt. No strange God with him. You got to put yourself in the mindset of us in that time period. We literally seeing the waters separate and we walk through them things. We walk through it on dry ground. We saw fire mixed with hell fall to the ground and nothing touch us. We saw lice in a whole nother section of the land and we good. We saw pitch black darkness and we got light. You know what I'm saying? And then guess what happened? The Lord gave us the kingdom, gave us the promised land. What happened? We forgot about it. We forgot about the affliction when the Lord gave us the prosperity. And these are parallel. We got to really examine, damn, that's the spirit our forefathers had. That spirit's still here today. It just repackaged under the banner of the American dream. I'm going to get into that. Keep going.
Verse 13. He made him ride on the high places of the earth, that he might eat the increase of the fields. And he made him to suck honey out of the rock and oil out of the flinty rock. Butter of kine and of milk of sheep with fat of lambs and rams of the breed of Bashan and goats with the fat of kidneys of wheat. And thou didst drink the pure blood of the grape.
All these different, admittedly, all these different foods and things we use to cook and eat, and God bless us with everything. Milk, the lambs, the goats, the wheat, the pure blood of the grape, right? Come on, keep reading.
But Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. Thou art waxen fat. Thou art grown thick. Thou art covered with fatness.
You could cover with abundance of blessings. Come on.
Then he forsook God, which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation.
See that? When we got all them good things, we turned our back right on God. And of course, it's going in correlation with King Solomon, but it's also parallel to us as a nation. We wax fat after the Lord done put us through some affliction. He delivers us, and we forget all the blessings. This might seem like it's a reach, but it applies to us today. And I'm going to show you how it applies to us today. Play that. Hold up. Yeah, play that verse video. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. Because you might be living good right now, but just wait until tomorrow when another executive order get passed. Play that video.
President Trump has endorsed a House budget plan that would make sweeping cuts to Medicaid. Under the proposed budget bill, roughly $880 billion would be cut from Medicaid, and $230 billion would be cut from the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program known as food stamps.
I oppose it. Wait a minute. Trump just signed a plan. He said, I'm cutting $880 billion from Medicaid, $230 billion from food stamps. Hey, this is great. Hey, Trump ain't playing no games. We about to go through some affliction, y'all. Who does Medicaid and food stamps primarily benefit? The blacks and Hispanics. I'm telling you. Trump said, oh no, we got to get rid of that. They got to start feeling some of this wrath of the dragon. You know what I'm saying? Keep playing.
The president's endorsement on social media came just hours after he said he would not touch funding for programs like Medicaid, which provides health insurance for Americans with limited income. Dr. Celine Gounder joins us now. She's a CBS News medical contributor and editor.
That's all I wanted, really. Trump coming in throwing haymakers. You know what I'm saying? Trump, he getting rid of food stamps, getting rid of the Medicaid. He done fired 2,700 IRS workers. He getting rid of the FAA agents. He about to take over the United States Postal Service. Trump ain't playing games, y'all. He ain't playing games. Now watch this. Revelations 12. Revelation chapter 12, verse 14. Watch this.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 14. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle.
To the woman, talking about the nation, that's Jeremiah 6:2, were given 2 wings of a great eagle, meaning a great escape, come on.
That she might fly into the wilderness.
Meaning fly into Africa, that's Luke 21.
Into her place.
Into her place is America. That's where we at right now, come on.
Where she is nourished.
She is what?
Nourished for a time.
For a time.
And times.
And times.
And half a time.
Uh-huh.
For the face of the serpent.
From the face of the serpent. 350 years. I think them years might have expired. Am I wrong? It's been 350. So what that saying? That mean we about to catch some affliction. That mean that adversity we've been living in. Hey, you know what? Let me just go get these food stamps. Get me through the week. Oh, that's going to be out the window. He even said you got to use the food stamps to buy your kids food specifically. No junk food, no nothing. Trump is cutting up, yo. You know what I'm saying? Trump is cutting up. And we're going to see how grateful we really are when the serpent stopped nourishing us. When we got to depend. And guess what? We got to depend on each other then. I thought Zephaniah 2:1 would just come and keep in the Sabbath. Oh, we're going to see Zephaniah 2:1 on a whole nother level. That's why you brothers better be preparing. If you ain't, I ain't gonna be a hypocrite. I've been slacking on my prep. I ain't gonna lie. But I got some preps. You know what I'm saying? It'll last me for a decent amount of time. You brothers who ain't got none, and then guess what? Yo, can I get a handout? What you bringing to the table, brother? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? So you telling me Bishop been teaching us to prepare for 5 years straight, and you ain't got nothing, and you want some of me, what I got from me at my house? Hey, Godspeed, my brother. Hey, I'm joking. Hey, you can get all you could carry. What you want, five cans of beans? Hey, shalom, Jew. Like, for real, like, you got to bring something to the table, brothers. I'm telling you, this ain't no free handout. You ain't got your hand to the plow. You ain't bringing nothing. How am I help you? You ain't been taking heed to the warning this whole time. And now you looking for handouts? As men, we can't do that. I'm telling y'all straight. Give me Proverbs 30. I'm telling you, when this affliction start, your rib ain't gonna do nothing but look at you. And guess what? You're gonna be my Lord on that day. She was calling you a BAN the whole week. When the affliction come, they cut them food stamps, the Medicaid. My Lord, what we gonna do, my Lord? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You ain't never said yes, sir before. No, you ain't being nourished now. Now you want me, right? I'm telling you, this thing gonna get crazy, y'all. But in the midst of it, we gotta make sure being grateful for the things we have. Because when the Lord take them away, you know what I'm saying? It might take you out the faith if you ain't thankful right now. Get Proverbs 30 and verse 8.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me.
Right. So Solomon got to a point where he had all the money. He said, hey, I don't want poverty or riches. Don't give me abundance and don't put me as a bum. Beg it. You know what I'm saying? Give me what I need to get through the day. That's all we need. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into that later in the class. But we gotta be thankful and grateful for the small things we got. Because if the Lord give you too much, you ain't going to be in the truth. The Lord give you too little, keep reading. They're going to show what you're going to do. Come on.
Verse 9. Lest I be full and deny thee.
You're going to wax fat and kick.
And say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal.
And if you get too low, you're going to forsake the Lord and break his commandments to survive. Come on.
And take the name of the Lord, as you were, and take the name of my God in vain.
That's why God, hey, just give me what I need. Solomon had riches above everybody. What he said, just give me something convenient for me. I had too much, and I waxed fat and I kicked. It's the same thing with us. It's the same thing with it. Ain't you used to getting that paycheck every 2 weeks? You used to that thing. You see that thing come. What happened when you were DEI? What happened when they put you in the office? Sorry to say, yo, they've been firing people crazy. Even at my job, mass firings, and they never fired nobody. Chevron been laying, thousands of people been getting fired. You're like, what's going on? That affliction about to start, brothers and sisters. You better be thankful for the little that you got. For the Lord, take away that little you got. Get 2 Ezra 8 and verse 60. 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 60.
Book of 2 Ezra, chapter 8, verse 60. But they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful.
And were what?
Unthankful unto him which prepared life for them.
You see that thing? Unthankful for the Lord that prepared life for us. The Lord got life prepared for us, but guess what? We got to go through the affliction to get it. We got to go through the affliction. When the Lord take away all your substance, are you still going to be in his truth? You still going to want to teach? You still going to want to pass out flyers when you getting arrested for it? When you lose that job that you've been working for 25 years, 5 years away from retirement, now your whole 401k down the drain, pension down the drain. Because when they make these laws to stop teaching the Bible, you think we're going to stop? The order going to go out on Telegram. Who ready for war? You're going to see one vote on the damn poll. You're going to see one vote on the poll. Damn, I'm telling you. The Lord said, I prepared life for you, but they was unthankful. And that's the same way we are. 2 Timothy 3. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3, verse 1. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come.
We in the midst of perilous times, brothers and sisters. We in the midst of it. It's only going to accelerate and increase. And you should be praying for it to accelerate and increase. The Lord said, I never had the righteous forsaken or begging bread. So what you really worried about? Come on.
Verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
We see that a lot. Come on.
Covetous.
Covetous, not we're going to deal with covetous later on. Come on.
Boasters. Proud. Blasphemers. Disobedient to parents. Unthankful.
Unthankful. You know what unthankful translates to? Ungrateful. In the last days, due to these perilous times, it's going to cause brothers and sisters to be ungrateful, unthankful to the Lord. And they're going to deny him. Right when Esau say, you know what? You're going to either do this, and I'm gonna stand by you and give you everything you need, or I'm going to take it away. What you going to do? Make a choice. They're going to forget all the prosperity that they received from the Lord in the first place. You're going to see brothers and sisters dropping like flies, especially the ones who ain't examine themselves. That's what I'm saying. We got to examine. Like, give me Jude 16. Jude 16. We're going to go over a couple traits of ungrateful, unthankful type of brothers. Jude, let me get it real quick. Verse 16. Come on.
The book of Jude, verse 16. These are murmurers.
These are murmurers. Come on.
Complainers.
Complainers.
Walking after their own lust.
If you murmur and complaining now, imagine when the affliction start. What you going to do? You complaining now and you good. You turn the key in your house every day. You lock the door. It get cold. You turn the heat on. You in the car. You turn the AC on when it's hot. You turn the heat on when it's cold. Everything good with you. You go to the store. You buy whatever food you want. You stop at fast food stores to get even bigger. You law back brothers. My bad. Read it again.
Verse 16. These are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lust.
When you murmur and complaining, you working at you doing what you want to do. You walking after your own lust. You complaining about things that you don't have. That's your own lust that's causing you to want this. But that what you want is overshadowing what you have. You know what I'm saying? And it happens to every single one of us. I'm telling you. Come on.
And their mouths speaketh great swelling words, having men's persons in admiration because of advantage.
I want y'all to examine yourself with these scriptures in these videos. Play the next video. Play number 1. And see if this is you. And if it's you, just start being grateful for some of the things that you blessed with, right? Play that.
No one likes a complainer. If you're the type of person that complains, man, I'm not having a good day, things didn't work out for me, this went wrong, that thing happened. Listen, bro, don't be a complainer. Complaining is like kryptonite, man. It repels people away from you. If you are having life problems, don't complain. Instead, learn to solve problems. Learn to ask for help. Learn to figure things out. Learn to show up as an optimist and not a pessimist.
Right. He said, if you complaining, it's going to repel people away from you. There's some brothers and sisters in the truth that's always complaining. Every damn time, bro. Your life ain't that bad, bro. Come on, bro. You had a horrible week. Every week, you telling me one week you ain't have a week when nothing really happened? Every week, damn, bro. Damn, bro, I'm going through. I'm catching hell, bro. Next week, how your week? Damn, bro, catching hell, bro. Catching hell, bro. I need some help. I'm about to seek some counsel. All right, hey, bro, I'm sending prayers for you. 2 weeks later, how your week been? Bro, it's been horrible, but damn, bro. Ain't nothing going right for you. You in business, like, what's going on with you, bro? Some brothers got that, and sisters got that pessimist mindset. Put up that definition. Because he mentioned a pessimist. Some brothers and sisters are pessimists. Read that.
Pessimist. A person who tends to see the worst aspect of things or believe that the worst will happen.
That thing? A person who tends to see the worst out of anything, out of everything. You got that one brother or sister that just sees the worst in everything. I can't be around a brother or sister like that. Can't do it. Because if you look hard enough, you're going to find something to complain about in your life. I'm telling you straight. If you look hard enough, you're going to find something to murmur or complain about. Right now, and as you watch this video, you're like, damn, this couch uncomfortable. Why are you complaining for? You know, when people who don't got no couch, we complain about the smallest things. I'm telling you, the smallest things. The Lord said, hey, they unthankful and I prepared life for them. Some brothers got that pessimist mindset. Always seeing the worst. God damn, bro. Ain't that, bro, hey, bro, we going on a blitz, bro. Hey, we got to drive 20 hours. 20 hours? 20 hours? What if we catch a flat on the way? What if we get pulled up? You know they out to get. Damn, bro. You ain't got no faith. Hey, let's load up and go. Well, what if the worst thing happened, brother? Well, come on, bro. I can't travel with you. I can't travel with you. It's some brothers like that, I'm telling you. Some sisters like that, I'm telling you. See the worst in everything. Damn, pessimist. Play number 3.
You got to stop with all this I can't catch a break bullshit. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, something. Fucking something. But this I can't catch a break shit is not helping anybody, and it pushes everybody away from you.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Come on, bro. You got to see the good in something. Everything ain't a bad situation. It was a movie I saw a while ago. Had to be like 15 years ago, called Vantage Point. Y'all ever saw that movie called Vantage Point? Anybody saw that? Nah? The movie is called Vantage Point. The movie would start 20 minutes of play of the movie, and then it go all the way to the beginning and show somebody else's perspective. Then they play 40 minutes, and then they go cut to the beginning and show another brother's perspective. Because I think somebody got assassinated or something. But they were showing everybody's different vantage point, everybody's different perception and take on the situation. I remember I used to watch the bootleg, bro. You know, in the bootleg, when they playing it, you can hear the reaction while I was playing in the movie theater. So every time the screen would pause, they'd be like, oh, because they know they're going right back to the beginning of the movie. But it was a heavy, there you go. It was a heavy movie because it shows you the different viewpoints of other brothers and sisters in this truth. Some brothers are going to find the good in things. Some brothers and sisters are going to find the bad in things. Some brothers are going to think solutions-oriented. Some brothers and sisters are going to give up. Pessimists. You know what I'm saying? Which vantage point is you? Are you looking and being thankful for the small things that the Lord is blessing you with? Or are you overlooking it and complaining about the things that He's blessing you in the first place? You got to examine that. Because some of us are pessimists. I'm telling you. Damn, bro, my phone bill raised $50 a month. Damn, but can you pay the phone bill? Yeah, I could pay it, bro, but $50 extra a month? What you complaining for? I can see if you like, damn, bro, I'm out, bro. I can't afford. Bro, it's $50 extra. The Lord gave you $50 extra to be able to pay it. What you complaining for? Because you ungrateful. hey, get Wisdom of Solomon 1. I'm going to read this definition. I ain't send it to y'all. The definition called murmur. So murmur means a half-suppressed or muttered complaint. A mumbled or private expression of discontent. Murmuring is when you say it low under your breath, nobody hear. You know what I'm saying? You know, you brothers who certain orders go out. Everybody meet at the school at 8 a.m. Damn, 8 a.m., bro. You know how far I got to drive to get to the school? 8 a.m.? God damn, bro. 8 a.m.? Hey, we closing down camp an hour early to get back to the school. I ain't even get to teach. I'm telling you, bro, it be the little things we complain about. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, it's a brother at the school demoted, wishing he could have the opportunity to go back to camp. You got the opportunity and you want to complain to every little thing that's going on with it. Every order that come out, you got an issue with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, that's us. We some pessimistic, murmuring complainers. I'm throwing myself in there. It was in Solomon chapter 1, read verse 10.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 10. For the ear of jealousy heareth all things.
The ear of jealousy. Hold that. Exodus 34. The ear of jealousy heareth all things. Who's the ear of jealousy that heareth all things? Exodus 34 and verse 14.
The book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 14. For thou shalt worship no other God. For the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God.
So now I make a little bit more sense where in Wisdom of Solomon it says, read it again.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 10. For the ear of jealousy heareth all
The
things.
Lord hear all things. All things. Even that little muffled complaint that you had. Damn, bro. I gotta wait in my car all this time to go into the school to get searched. Why he had to search me that hard? The Lord heard that. The Lord heard you. Damn, why the brother want to sit me on the back right here by this AC? He know I'm cold. How the hell he know you cold? What you complaining for? You know what I'm saying? It be the smallest things we complain about. I'm telling you. Bro, I be complaining at work all the time. And I be telling myself I'm not going to complain. And I still do it. I still do it, bro. But I be thinking like, damn, bro, I'm ungrateful as hell. That's how I came up with this class. I'm talking about myself. I be like, damn, I'm ungrateful as hell, bro. I get paid every week. I pay my bills. Like, I got food. What the hell I'm complaining for? I got to do a little extra work. I'm ungrateful. And the Lord be hearing that ungratefulness. Read it from the top again.
The ear of jealousy heareth all things, and the noise of murmurings is not hid.
You think it was hid because you said it way under your breath and nobody was right there. Nope, the Lord heard that thing. And guess what? Your angel wrote it in your book. He wrote it in your book, and you going to have to give an account. Keep reading.
Therefore, beware of murmuring.
The Lord say, hey, beware that thing. Because you know what's so bad about murmuring? It's no solution behind it. You complain about something that you got to do anyway. You complaining about work, but are you about to quit? Man, keep reading.
Which is unprofitable.
The Lord said it's unprofitable. Come on.
And refrain your tongue from backbiting.
Uh-huh.
For there is no word so secret that shall go for naught.
No word so secret that shall go for nothing. Every idle word, the Lord gonna hold us accountable. Even the murmurings that we all do. Come on.
And the mouth that belieth slayeth the soul.
I'll be murmuring about, damn, bro, take me an hour to get to the school. Hour 20. Damn. I'll be murmuring. Guess what happened when I turned my car on today? Check engine light. I'm telling you, bro, that's how it be. That's how it be. Get 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 10. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 10. Come on.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 10. Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured.
Our forefathers murmured. Now Paul warning us not to murmur. Come on.
And were destroyed of the destroyer.
Uh-huh.
Now, all these things happened unto them for ensamples, and they are written for our admonition.
Right. They went for our warning. They all happen as examples. So when you read, go to Numbers 11, like we about to read, these are written for our examples. So now in these days and times, we could be mindful of the things that we murmur and complain about. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we living in Babylon the Great, brothers and sisters. This is the land of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how bad you think you got it. It's somebody that got it worse and would trade your life for their life like that. I'm telling you. I think it was Deacon Malachi in his class. Deacon Malachi. When the sister had a kid right here, had a bucket on her head, and she was breastfeeding at the same time. But you complaining because you got to watch the kids. Sisters be complaining about watching their own kids. I know it's a lot. I understand it. But come on, they your kids. Now you tired of them? You wasn't saying that when they was 1 month years old. I said 1 month years old. They was 3 months years old. I said it again. 6 months years old. You wasn't complaining. But now that they 3 and 4 and walking around, you got an issue. I'm saying you ungrateful. You ungrateful. Numbers 11 and 1.
The book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 1. And when the people complained, it displeased the Lord.
The Lord do not like complaining. Because your situation could always be worse. Just remember that the next time you complain. Your situation could always be worse. You complain about your vehicle? Okay. How you like taking the bus? I'm telling you. Or now you ain't even taking the bus. Now you gotta jump from vehicle to vehicle. Hey, bro, can I get a ride? But you complaining about your car that had all the issues, right? You reading?
And the Lord heard it, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of the Lord burnt among them.
And it said the Lord heard it, because the noise of murmurers is not hid. The air of jealousy here of all things. Come on.
And consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp.
And the fire came. The Lord said, you complaining? I just brought you out of Egypt with all these signs and wonders. I got fire rain down upon you, right? Jump to verse 4.
Verse 4. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a-lusting.
Right. Sometimes it be the other nations that make you complain. I tell you, Esau complain about everything. And that spirit sometimes to jump on you. I'm telling you. It be Edomites at my job, bro. They don't do nothing. They do the easiest role. It's different positions. They got the easiest position. And they find a way to complain. I'll be looking at them like, but then sometimes I'm working with them and I'll be like, yeah. That's what the supervisor talking about. Yeah, let's get a grievance going. You know what I'm saying? It be like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to catch yourself. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
And the children of Israel also wept again and said, who shall give us flesh to eat?
Come on.
We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely.
In Egypt what?
Freely.
Freely, but they were slaves in the land of Egypt. But you ate, you ate this freely, huh? Because it's the same mindset we got today. We go on our refrigerator, we think we eating freely. We still slaves. But that mindset will creep into you and you become ungrateful. You start complaining about your blessings. I'm telling you. Keep reading.
The cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic.
Read.
But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all beside this mammon.
Beside what?
This manna before our eyes.
Hold that. Get Wisdom of Solomon 16. They said we was eating onions, garlics, leeks. We had everything. We was eating Wagyu steak. I'm speaking up to today. We got the Wagyu steak burning right there. We got the salmon on the grill. You know what I'm saying? We ate everything freely in Egypt. What's Egypt today? Spiritual Egypt. It's the same spirit. Wisdom of Solomon 16, verse 20. Hold up. Let me get it real quick. All right, go ahead.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 20.
Remember, they said, we ain't got nothing but this manna. Come on.
Verse 20. Instead whereof thou feedest thine own people with angels' food.
The Lord said, I fed you with angels' food. Come on.
And didst send them from heaven bread prepared without their labor.
Come on.
Able to content every man's delight and agreeing to every taste.
You know what that mean? That mean the manna tastes like whatever you wanted it to taste like. If you was in the mood for some pizza, that manna tastes like pizza. If you was in the mood for give me something else. Where the fat brothers at? Throw something out there. Throw something out there. You know what I'm saying? The what? The brisket. That manna tastes like brisket. If you wanted it to taste like Popeyes, the manna tastes like brothers, it's crazy. It tastes like whatever they wanted. But they said, we ain't got nothing but this little manna right here. Are you crazy? See how that spirit of complaining distracts you from the blessings that you got. Happened back then, and it's happening right now. And it might be happening to you. This is the time to fix it and just be grateful and thankful because it could always be worse. And guess what? It will be worse. Go back to Numbers 11, jump down to verse 10.
The book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 10. Then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families. Every man in the door of his tent.
They was all in a tent weeping. Keep reading.
And the anger of the Lord was kindled greatly. Moses also was displeased.
So they went into their tent and thought they were safe, murmuring with their ribs. Their ribs was murmuring too. Sometimes your rib calls you to murmur. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it alone. I'll take a whole turn left. You know what I'm saying? Go to Numbers 14. Numbers 14 and verse 2.
The book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 2.
Remember, Corinthians said this all happened as examples for our admonition. Come on.
And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, would God that we had died in the land of Egypt, or would God we had died in this wilderness?
So you telling me after all the miracles and wonders, you got a chariot over you day and night. You say, we should have just died in Egypt. Well, this is going to say the same thing in spiritual Egypt. When we get taken out in that great deliverance, brothers going to have the same spirit because they ungrateful. And if you ungrateful, this is the time to fix it. Or you're going to fall like some of our forefathers and foremothers. Keep reading.
Verse 3. And wherefore hath the Lord brought us unto this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be a prey? Were it not better for us to return into Egypt?
Damn! It's better if we just go back to Egypt. The Lord, we should have died in there. The Lord gonna bring us out here, eat this manna that tastes like whatever I want it to taste like. People, bro, we are crazy people, bro. We all ungrateful. Keep reading.
And they said one to another, let us make a captain and let us return into Egypt.
How ungrateful you are. Moses went into the chariot and talked with the Lord for 40 days. Came out, his face was glowing. And you say, let us make us another leader and go back to Egypt. People are ungrateful. That's what murmuring and complaining gets you. Get Philippians 2:14. Philippians chapter 2, verse 14. All of that was our examples, brothers and sisters. Come on.
The book of Philippians chapter 2, verse 14.
Watch this.
Do all things without murmurings and disputings.
Do how many things?
Do all things without murmurings and disputings.
You know that's that's a law. The Lord said, do all things without murmuring and disputings. Everything you do, do it without murmuring. Some of y'all cut right now. I'm cut right now. We all cut right now. That's why we got to heal with the word. You know what I'm saying? Do all things without, that's that suppressed, muttered complaint that nobody else heard except the Lord. That's what he's saying. Do all things without murmuring. You complaining because you gotta take out the trash in the class. Serious? You serious? David said, I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the kingdom. And you complaining because you got a little role in the body? People are ungrateful. What happens when the Lord take that little role away from you? They send you outside the doors. I'm telling you. Play that next video, number 4. Do all things without murmuring. Watch this.
But I am saying if you're the dude that complains and adopts this victim mindset, but you don't do anything about it, then you deserve the suffering that you're experiencing. You cannot complain about things. Complaining about things, all it does is it's like throwing oxygen on fire, right? So to be unhappy about something is very reasonable. To complain about something is reasonable. To complain and be unhappy and not do anything about it is stupid. It is being a victim. And I know you, my friend, are not a victim. And I can tell you this right now, people around you aren't going to tell you, but if you're like, man, why do people not want to hang out with me? Why do people kind of distance themselves from me? If you're that low tone, low energy, complainer, victim mindset dude that's just kind of every time people go, hey man, how's it going? You're like, oh, hanging in there. You're the hanging in there guy.
You the hanging in there guy. What that translating into truth? Bro, I'm enduring, bro. I'm enduring, bro. How you doing? I'm enduring, bro. Word, what happened to you? Bro, I had to work 2 extra hours. Then I got home late, couldn't prep for the Sabbath. Bro, I'm enduring. That's it. That's it. Nobody died. You know what I'm saying? You alive? You good? You here, right? Damn, bro. Some people bring their outside lives into the school every Sabbath, and people repel from that. This is supposed to be your place of relief. When I'm here, I'm not thinking about work at all. Not once. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'll be here. Bro, this is my place of relief, bro. This is how I'm supposed to be. But some of y'all come here and I'm enduring. This ain't your place of relief. You just start complaining about every little thing with no solution. He said complaining is reasonable, but complaining and not doing anything about it is stupid. Get Lamentations 3 real quick. Lamentations 3, verse 26.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 26. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord.
It's good for a man to hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord. That means stop complaining about every little thing going wrong. Because guess what? In a couple months, something else going to go wrong. A year from now, something else going to go wrong. You always complaining. Now, come on, bro. Your life ain't that bad. You living in Babylon Great, your life ain't that bad. I don't care what you're going through. Your life ain't that bad, bro. Why are you complaining for? Quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord. Sometimes we complain right before the Lord is about to bless us with some prosperity. and we mess up the blessing. Because the Lord was just testing you to see what you was going to do. I'm telling you. Yeah, Ezekiel 11:16. I'm going to go over a couple ways we ungrateful that I see within others and in myself, either now or a point previously, right? Ezekiel chapter 11, Ezekiel 11:16.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 11, verse 16. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord God, although I have cast them far off among the
Hey,
heathen.
real quick, I'll tell y'all a story, bro. I remember I drove a 99 Ford Explorer. I bought that thing. It was like $3,000 I had to do to fix it up. And I didn't know that. And I was stuck. I was mad as hell, bro. And I went back to the dealership. I was like, bro, you know what I mean? you know how much money I got paid to fix this car? Like, hey, it's as is. I could get a mechanic. I'm like, bro, just give me my damn license, man. My damn license plates. I was mad as hell. But lo and behold, the car, it didn't fail me. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of money into it, but I never was stranded nowhere. It always got me from point A to point B, right? The Lord finally blessed me a little bit financially. I'm like, I can afford a new car. Driving around to dealerships, feeling good about myself, right? Stopped at the last, I couldn't find nothing, right? They were trying to, I stopped at the last dealership. I was like, nah, I'm good. Went to the car. I was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah. Sat back. I got out, looked under the hood. It was like a long piece of paper inside the hood. I was like, that's the issue. Took it out. Click. Bro, I had to pay $300 to tow it back to my house and get it scrapped. Now, in that moment, I could have complained, but I didn't. Because in that moment, I knew for sure the Lord had a sense of humor. Who called breakdown at the dealership? At the dealership, they came back out. Hey, you sure you don't want to look? I'm like, no, I don't want no damn car, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who called breakdown at the dealership? But I just sat on the curb, bro, and I was laughing, bro. I wasn't even mad. I was like, Lord, you funny. You know what I'm saying? You funny. You know what I'm saying? I didn't complain. And then I got blessed with a vehicle, and I ain't have no problems until today when I saw the check engine sign. Hey, Ezekiel 11:16. Come on.
Ezekiel chapter 11, verse 16. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord God, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come.
Why would I pull this in correlation with this class? Because some people are ungrateful for the sanctuary. That's you brothers and sisters who come once a month, once every 3 months, always sick, never available. The Lord set up a sanctuary and you ungrateful for that thing. But when Trump put an executive order and cancel out IUIC and any religious organizations that agree with it, you're going to be wishing and praying you could come to this sanctuary. You're going to be hoping you could come to this sanctuary to be around some like-minded brothers. Because everybody going to be given to idolatry. But right now, you ungrateful for the thing. Damn, bro. School open on Friday. I could be there, but I'd rather just chill. You're ungrateful, bro. So you going to chill with your own thoughts instead of being around brothers and sisters with the same mind? I know when I'm around brothers, I ain't thinking about the same things I'm thinking about when I'm by myself. You know what I'm saying? You more safe around the brothers than any other time in your life. And you telling me you can't make your way up to the school and fellowship? You're ungrateful. Leviticus 19:30. You're ungrateful. And I see this a lot. Bro. Why you ain't make it to the school? I ain't have a ride. You're ungrateful. You ungrateful. Leviticus 19:30.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 30. Ye shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary.
And do what to my sanctuary?
And reverence my sanctuary.
Reverence mean a deep respect for the sanctuary. But some brothers and sisters ain't got that because they never hear. And I'm not talking about you got a situation that's really preventing you from coming. I'm talking about you could make it and you decide not to come. The Lord said, you better reverence my sanctuary. Because at some point, it's going to be no sanctuary. I want y'all to understand this. We're going to be on a run. We're going to be jumping from house to house, city to city. There's going to be no sanctuary to dwell in. You better be grateful for the prosperity right now. It's an honor to be able to come and sit down every Sabbath and listen to the bishop break down precepts and understanding and walk. You know what I'm saying? Reverence the Lord's sanctuary. exhaust every method to get to the sanctuary. Some of y'all don't do that. Brothers had a, damn, bro, I got a quarantine. You need, brothers be saying they ain't making it to the Sabbath because they sick on Tuesday. You telling me on Tuesday, you got the whole week to get yourself right. You already know, hey, I'm going to throw in a white towel. I'm going to be sick on Sabbath too. Bro, it's Monday though. You ain't taking no earth, bro. Bro, I ain't going to be able to make it. You don't give a damn about the Lord sanctuary, bro. That's how brothers be doing, sisters too. You ain't even take no herbs to try to fight it off. You ain't take nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't take nothing. It could be allergies. Bro, I can't make it, bro. It's protocol, brother. It's protocol. You want me to break the protocol? You ungrateful. Give me I'm about to skip a couple of these. Get number 16. Brothers ungrateful. Sisters ungrateful. Another way y'all ungrateful is not just reverencing the sanctuary, the role that you have in the sanctuary, you ungrateful. And I'm going to show you. Number 16, verse 1.
The book of Numbers, chapter 16, verse 1. Then Korah, the son of Azar, the son of Kohath, and the son of Levi, and Dathan, and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took men. And they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown.
Famous in the congregation and men of renown. He wasn't no run-of-the-mill brothers. These brothers got status in the body already. They known wherever they go. They got honor. They got renown. Yo, that's such and such. You know what I'm saying? That's such and such. They got status already, but they was ungrateful for it. Keep reading.
Verse 3. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron.
How 250 gathered themselves together? 250? They all had the same mind? They was all ungrateful. Come on.
And said unto them, Ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Wherefore then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord.
Right. It said, hey, you take too much. Hey, we all holy. We on the same level as you, Moses, who spoke to the Lord face to face. We on the same level as you. You take too much on you. You know what I'm saying? You take didn't they hear about Miriam challenging the status of Moses and what happened to her? They forgot about that, right? Because they ungrateful as hell. Some brothers ungrateful in their sisters. Some brothers want so much rank, they ungrateful with what they got. I can't wait. I remember my brother said that. A higher officer asked him, hey, are you ready for that? He's like, nah, I ain't ready for that. I'm ready to be the officer of 20. I looked at him, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Now he's nowhere to be found. He's ungrateful. Why would the Lord bless you with a higher rank if you're ungrateful for the rank you in? Damn, bro, I want to teach classes too. You know every class you teach, you increasing your judgment. You forgot about that, right? Everything you say can and will be used against you in the court of Christ. 3 John verse 9. You want to teach so bad? Okay. The Lord gonna play back your class and say, that was a heavy point you made. You stopped this spirit from sinning, this spirit repented. But when it was time for you to apply it, you didn't. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, brothers be wanting rank and they be ungrateful where they at. 3 John 9.
The book of 3 John, verse 9. I wrote unto the church, but Diotrephes, who loveth to have the preeminence among them, received us not.
Yeah, Diotrephes was the head of the church at that time. I think he was a bishop. He loved you already a bishop. What else you want? Hey, bro, like you got a high status. People reverence you for your works. What else do you need? You ungrateful as hell. You ungrateful. Come on, keep reading.
Verse 10. Wherefore, if I come, I will remember his deeds which he doeth, prating against us with malicious words.
He start talking maliciously to the people who built them up and put him in a spot he was in. Come on.
And not content therewith.
Not what?
Content therewith.
Ungrateful as hell. Come on.
Neither doth he himself receive the brethren, and forbiddeth them that would, and casteth them out of the church.
He done got such a high mind. He thought this was his thing. He thought when you walked in the doors, this said IUIC Diatrophies. I'm just using this example. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, Ephesus Diatrophies or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He thought it belonged to him. He wasn't content. He was ungrateful. And that bishop status he had, the Lord reduced him. Paul said, when I come, I'm gonna see him. You know what I'm saying? Our forefathers was no joke. Hey, get Luke 17 and 10. Luke 17 and 10.
The book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 10. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do.
When you come into the doors, you get a little bit of rank, a little responsibility, and you think what you're doing is something. You ain't doing nothing. You're doing what your duty is to do. So don't get high-minded and overlook the position the Lord put you in the first place, or He's going to take it away from you. And I done witnessed that thing. You know what I'm saying? Ungrateful brothers thinking that, oh, I'm an officer of 50 now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big dog now. You see the cup they bring me for the bread and wine, my brother? I don't get in that little cup like y'all no more. You treat me with a little different. I'm telling you, that's how it be in brothers' minds. You know what I'm saying? Sister start teaching a sister circle. You know what, sis? I run this. This is my sister circle now. What, sis? You all right? No, you ain't all right. You ungrateful. The Lord said, I see something in your spirit that I could use to build up other spirits, but you ain't thankful and grateful just to be used. The Lord going to use you for righteousness or for wickedness, one or the other. God is a user. He going to use you one way or the other. You ain't thankful that He's using you for righteousness. I thank the Lord every time I pray, thank you for, please don't put me to confusion and continue to use me for righteousness. Do not use me for evil. Because any moment the Lord can get your report, hey, turn them around. You know what I'm saying? Put evil spirit on them. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking about these type of things. Get Luke 16 and 10. Luke chapter 16, verse 10.
The book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 10. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much.
If you faithful in a little thing that you got, a little responsibility. Some brothers ain't even faithful enough to hit a pole. You can't even hit a pole, but you want to graduate MOV though. You want to put a purple shirt on, and you can't even hit a pole on time. It said, he that is faithful in that which is least is also in much. Come on.
And he that is unjust in the least is unjust also in much.
That's why brothers being here a soldier for 20 years. Because they unjust in the least things. They can't follow simple orders and instructions because they ungrateful about where they at. I've been in the truth for 8 years. He 5 years. How he over me now? Because the Lord wanted him to be over you. I'm telling you. I've been in the truth 8 years, sis. I should be a senior sister. No, you shouldn't be, because the Lord didn't want you there. And I'm going to prove to you what I'm saying. Get 1 Corinthians 12 and 8. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 8. Whatever position you got, the Lord wants you there. If you washing toilets, the Lord wants you to wash them toilets. You better do it with a smile. I'm telling you. That was my first office, washing toilets. I was so happy to do something. I wasn't ungrateful for that thing. I was not. I had an alarm on my phone and everything. You know what I'm talking about? 5:48. Hey, 2 more minutes. I'm about to go wash that toilet. That's how my mindset was. Come on, where we at? 1 Corinthians 12, what?
Verse 8.
18.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 18. But now hath God set the members, every one of them, in the body, as it hath pleased him.
The Lord put everybody in a position as it pleased him. So who the hell are you to question that? So every time you get that stupid thought in your mind that you should be above where you at, remember this precept. The Lord put everybody in a position as it pleased him. He pleased to have the bishops where they at, the deacons where they at, the captains where they at, the officers where they at. He pleased to have you in MOV. He pleased to have you as a soldier, as an officer. I'm telling you, the Lord set everything up how he wanted it. And then we get ungrateful and think we should be in a different position than we in. I'm telling you, you got to curb that spirit. Sirach 14 and 9. I'm about to speed this up. Sirach chapter 14, verse 9.
The book of Sirach, chapter 14, verse 9. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul.
Right. You covetous, you never gonna be satisfied with your portion. Whatever position you in the body, that's your portion for the time being. You be faithful in the least, and the Lord said, I could put more responsibility on him. I could put him in a heavier role, in a heavier state. You know what? He could do the counsel now, because he was faithful in that least. I know when I give him this, he gonna take it to another level. But if you unjust in that least, you complaining about that least, you never gonna see an increase, and you never gonna be satisfied. Be satisfied where you at, because it could always be worse. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get Ecclesiastes 9:9. So that's one way. I'm gonna identify a couple ways that brothers are ungrateful. That was pretty much rank in the body, the roles that they got, you know what I'm saying? But it said a covetous man's eye is never satisfied with his portion. I'm about to shift it a little bit. Come on.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 9.
1 second, all right, come on.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity.
God said, live joyfully with your wife. Come on.
Which he hath given thee under the sun, all the days of thy vanity. For that is thy portion.
That is thy what?
Thy portion in this life, and in thy labor which thou takest under the sun.
The Lord said, live joyfully with your wife. That's your portion. But a covetous man's eyes is never satisfied with his portion. Some brothers are ungrateful for their spouses. Some sisters are ungrateful for their husbands. I'm telling you. Hey, I got number 5. Watch this.
So you see, to the man, at some point where you are complaining, he's wondering because he's gone out of his way to do all the things he knows to do. Like the point Julia was making earlier, that what do they define as romance? So your man is likely trying to give you the best in the areas that they think you need the best, and not necessarily responding in the areas where you want to particular emotion. And the tendency is to be ungrateful for all they are doing and demanding that they become something else. So learn to be grateful for all the great things that your husband is, while trusting God to find the right formula to get them to the point where you want them to be. Because the tendency is that you have been so ungrateful for what they are, that they are losing steam to be anything. So they are losing steam to be what they are, because you are telling them they are nothing based on what they are not.
That's a heavy clip right there. Some sisters are ungrateful for the way that the Lord loves them. They want their Lord to love them the way that they want. And they overlook all the ways that he does love them. You know what I'm saying? They complain and they be ungrateful about that thing. I'm telling you, bro. Hey, sisters be like, you don't never be romantic with me. You don't buy me no flowers. You like what's going on? You turn the lights on today, sis? When you open the refrigerator, was the light on inside of it? Did you turn on the stove and it worked? Okay, all praises, all praises. You got Wi-Fi for your phone? I show you romance every day. But because I don't do it the way you want me to do it, you overlook everything that I'm doing. You ungrateful. I'm telling you, I'm gonna live joyful with you if you complain about everything I'm providing for you, because you overlooking that based off the things that you want me to provide for you. You never hold my hand when we walking. I ain't that type of a brother, sis. You don't never cuddle in the bed with me. It be hot. I'm telling you, bro. This is the final way to complain about something, bro. And then you know you don't be trying to be a lion. So I know my rib say something or she make a complaint. I might shut it down initially, but then I reflect on it. I'll be like, is it some substance to what she's saying? And sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. But sometimes it'll play on your conscience. You like, damn, am I really like that? No, you ain't. She ungrateful. She ungrateful. I'm telling you. Get Sirach 25:23 real quick. Sirach chapter 25, verse 23.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 23. A wicked woman abatteth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
Right, a wicked woman, she gonna abate your courage. Now you ain't gonna want to do nothing for her. You overlooking every little thing I'm doing for you, and you got to complain about everything. But meanwhile, I'm providing you everything that the Lord commanded me to provide you with. You got food, you got clothing, you got shelter. Everything else is an add-on, sister. Understand that. You know what I'm saying? But the sister that gonna complain, she gonna abate the courage. I don't want to do nothing with you no more. I'm done. Give me Sirach 4:30. And now I'm gonna flip it because sisters done turned up the class already. I'm gonna flip it to the brothers. Sirach chapter 4, verse 30.
The book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 30. Be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants.
And some brothers don't appreciate their wives. It is what it is. Sometimes you overlook. Now, the wife got a heavy job, brothers. I mean, she do. Especially if she might be working. She get off, she tending to the kids, still got to keep the house in order, still got to cook the food. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. But some brothers be a lion. I'm a man. I ain't never watching my daughter the hell I look like. No, you better work, do the dishes, wash the clothes, and take care of the baby at the same time. Damn, bro. Where's your compassion at? You know what I'm saying? You a lion at your damn house. You overlooking everything that she doing. It don't make you less of a man if you watch your kids, brother. It don't. You know what I'm saying? Well, they be like, I ain't no simp. You ain't gonna catch me babysitting. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's a different story where she like, hey, watch your kids so I could go. Nah, what you mean? You got to be subjective with it. You know what I'm saying? Watch the baby so I go get my nails done. Get the baby nails done too. My brothers be lions in their house. They overlook everything that their wife is doing because it is a lot. You know what I'm saying? And they be ungrateful. They be ungrateful about what she does. Some brothers be ungrateful about how their wife look. Some brothers be ungrateful for how their wife look because you ain't wash out all the filthy images in your mind from your past. You looking at your wife like, she ain't look like that sister I used to mess with. She don't look like the sisters on a porn website. Now you want to attract her to it. Now you don't want to ask her, what? Brothers, it could be worse. Play the clip. Hey, that's Dank DeMoss. If y'all know who that is, that's a wild name. You know what I'm saying? Dank DeMoss. She got to be the most famous fat woman on the face of the earth right now. Suing a Lyft driver because he didn't want to take her. Said she was too fat. Now she's suing. She went on a Breakfast Club and said, this chair is too small. They pulled out a whole sectional for her. Brothers, when you being ungrateful about your wife's shape, she done gave birth a couple times. You know what I'm saying? It ain't as perky as it used to be. It might be some stretch marks here and there. It could be worse. She could look like Dank DeMoss out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? It could be worse. I'm just saying. Live joyfully with the wife of your youth. Be thankful for how she looking right now. That don't mean she can't improve. She can improve. Just like you can improve, right? Because you don't look the same way you did when y'all first got married either, brother. I'm throwing shots tonight. Hey, play the next clip. Them brothers look like this. Yo. Yeah, nah.
First thing I think when I wake up in the morning is that I feel blessed and shocked at the same time. It's almost unbelievable that I woke up. The pain I feel when I wake up isn't all over. And I feel sometimes I can't take or live this life one more minute.
All right. Sisters, it can always be worse. You complain because he got a dad bod. Used to have 6-packs, but he can have no packs. You know what I'm saying? It could always be worse. That's what I'm saying. I know I'm stressing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing kind of the comedic route, but it could always be worse. And you complaining about what you got right here. But what you got right here, you got to find the joy and love and appreciate what you got right here. And if you see flaws and deficiencies, you're supposed to build that up. Turn that weakness into a strength. That's your job as a wife, and that's your job as a husband. know what I'm saying? Be grateful for what you got, because the Lord put y'all together. Y'all in the truth. Your wife believes. She ain't no dragon. Our wives all get devil on her. It's inevitable. But she ain't no demon. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, be joyful, bro. Go out, take out every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Walk. You know what I'm saying? Hold hands if that's your thing. You know what I'm saying? Get Hebrews 13 and verse 4. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Some people are ungrateful in their marriage. Come on.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
Marriage is honorable, especially in 2025. In 2025, marriage is honorable. Because bro, I'm telling you, I can't go anywhere nowadays, bro. You can't go to the post office. You can't go anywhere without seeing a sister dressed crazy. And you like, bro, ain't no way she in here. Ain't no way she in here. We in a courtroom. Why she dressed? I'm saying, like, I'm just saying, sisters dress crazy everywhere, and it's a constant battle. So to be married, that's honorable. That's honorable. Come on, keep reading.
Verse 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee.
Be content with the things that you got. Whether it be your little house, your little wife, your kid, be grateful, because it could be worse, and it will be worse. So be thankful while you got it now, because the Lord might see that you grateful in this thing, and he might bless you with abundance in the future. But you complaining about it, being ungrateful, gonna block your blessing. I'm telling you. I'm telling myself. You know what I'm saying? Get Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 9. It's one of my favorite precepts right here. Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 9.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 6 verse 9. Better is the sight of the eyes than the wandering of the desire.
Better is what you can see right here and now than the wandering of your desire. Yeah, why my wife don't look like Beyonce? Because Beyonce is fake. She's not a real person. She don't look like Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is not human. It's NPCs you're looking at. These ain't real expectations. You know what I'm saying? Real marriage don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? They got millions of dollars to go to people to make them snap back and all this makeup. You don't know how Beyonce and Nicki Minaj really look. You don't know how who some guys these women like. That they you don't know how Michael B. Jordan really look. You see him on Wakanda Forever, and you looking at your husband like, You ungrateful. Better is what you can see than a wandering of your desire. Lord said, be joyful with what you got, because it could always be worse. Get Sirach 29:21.
The book of Sirach, chapter 29, verse 21. The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and an house to cover shame.
That's all you need. That's all you need. The Lord said that's all you need. Everything else is an add-on. But we look at the add-ons as if they're privileges, and we overlook the things that he blessed us to cover shame. Read it again. I done threw myself off.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 29, verse 21. The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and an house to cover shame.
Right, that's the chief things. Anything else after that is a privilege. It's an add-on. But we look at the add-ons like we're supposed to have them, and we overlook the necessities that we always have. Just think about it. Have you really been out on the streets begging with a homeless sign? No. That ain't been your life. What you got to complain for? Has it been some days you've been hungry? Yeah. But you always wind up eating? Yeah. You always had clothes on? Yeah. That don't mean they might not have a hole in it or two. Some of you brothers probably got holy socks right now. But is your rest of your foot warm, brother? Hey, is the rest of your foot warm? You complain because you got a sock though, right? I know I'm going to the extreme, but these are the things that we complain about. I'm telling you. Keep reading.
Verse 22. Better is the life of a poor man in a mean cottage than delicate fare in another man's house.
Better is the life of a poor man in a mean cottage. We complain about our living situation all the time. Man, I wish I had some more space. I could store some more things over here. Man, I wish I had a house. That'd be me. I be complaining about that thing, bro. I be trying to check myself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, I wish I had a house. I'm in this little ass apartment, bro. I can't barely stand up in it. I got a 3-bedroom, but I got 7 kids. I need another bedroom. It could always be worse. Play the next clip. Number 8. Watch this.
It ain't much, but it's all I need. Oh, I'm so happy.
That's the mindset we gotta have. He said it ain't much. That's not a studio. That's a stew. That's not just cut the D-O out of it. Yeah, that's a stew. You know what I'm saying? Brother did a 180 in 6 seconds and said, it ain't much. But he was grateful for that thing. And the Lord will see that and bless that brother with a condo or something. I'm telling you. Or bless you with a but you ungrateful from how you living right now. I'm telling you, you be ungrateful. My sink is clogged. Don't you got another sink? Yeah, I do, but it's just now when I get out the bathroom, I gotta walk all the way over here to wash my hand. Damn, bro. The washer and dryer is broke in the house. Now I gotta go to the laundromat like regular people, put coins in the machine and wash my own clothes, bro. It's such a hassle. Sisters be complaining about doing laundry when they got washer dryer in the house. I don't understand that. I come from, we in New York, you had them shopping carts, them little shopping carts, and you put your big bag of laundry inside of that thing and walk 5 blocks to the laundromat. I remember them days, bro. You know what I'm saying? I used to take 2 trains and a bus every day to work. Every day. I had to leave 2 hours early to get on time. But I'm going to complain now that I got a car and I got to drive 2 hours. Damn, I'm going to be grateful. Tell you, bro. That brother house was, that thing was crazy. But he was thankful for it. Keep reading.
Sirach chapter 29, verse 23. Be it little or much, hold thee contented, that thou hear not the reproach of thy house.
Be it a lot or little, be content with what the Lord bless you. Come on.
For it is a miserable life to go from house to house. For where there are a stranger, thou darest not open thy mouth.
It's miserable to go house to house. Hey, bro, can I crash in your crib for a couple weeks? Sis, can I stay with you for a couple weeks? Just a couple weeks. That week turned into a month. That month turned into 6 months. That 6 months turned into a year. And when you in their house, you better not say a word about anything. Because they got the preeminence. One complaint you make, a word. Hey, Godspeed. They got homeless shelters all around the city. You can't open your mouth now. That's miserable, especially as a grown man. Imagine having to take your whole family to go jump from house to house to house. I ain't talking about if you fall on hard times and the brother got abundance and he help you. I ain't talking about that. I'm just talking about if you ain't attempting to fix your situation, you know what? I know that brother got a lot. That's my brother. You know him since we came in the truth together. He'll take us in. Meanwhile, your rib like, she ain't gonna say nothing, but she watching you. He can't even protect us now. Imagine when the famine comes. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Proverbs 15:16. Come on.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 16. Better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith.
Better is a little bit and you fear God than treasure and you got all these damn issues. In First Timothy 6, it say the wicked are pierced through with many sorrows because all of the abundance. It said better that you got a little bit and you fear the Lord. Come on.
Better is a dinner of herbs where love is than a stalled ox and hatred wherewith.
Right, better you got some herbs. You ain't even got no beat. You just eating vegetables or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you got love in that house. Better than a stalled ox with hatred therewith. You know what I'm saying? We complain about that a thunderstorm come, the lights go out, and now we complaining. I know y'all be complaining about that. But you forgot when you grew up and the lights went out and y'all had the best time of your life at that time. Lights come back on, you like, no, mama, turn them back on. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You forgot about that, though. Now, I can't live without no lights, bro. It's been 6 hours. Light a candle. Take a walk. You know, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? What else can you do? What you complaining for? Are you going to be able to call the electric company and say, come to my house right now and fix my situation? No. So what are you complaining about? Wait for the Lord to show mercy. You know what I'm saying? Or wait for the dragon to nourish you again. 1 Timothy 6:6. We almost, dare I say it? We almost done. 1 Timothy 6:6.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain.
That's why I said better is little with the fear of the Lord. Come on.
For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
Brothers worried about they 10,000 pairs of shoes and clothes and all these cars and this house and this land. Hey, we ain't carrying none of it out. And let's say you got a multitude amount of wealth and you leave it to your son and he leave the truth. Now you done left him all these type of properties and he ran them out to be he doing unseemly things with them. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stop myself from saying certain things. Keep reading.
Verse 8. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
We got food and clothing, like Sirach 29 said. Just be content with it. Just be content with it. Give me number 9.
Verse 9.
No, the video. Watch this. Keep this happy Edomite right here. Pause. Look at that car. Look at that car. That's our definition of a hoopty. But look how happy she is. Look how happy this Edomite woman is. Come on. That thing probably gonna break down next week. But she grateful.
Sorry, baby.
Look at that thing. 2 Edomites happy. It won't be happy for long. You can take it off. Now play number 10. I'm gonna show you how our people act. Watch this.
I don't like electric cars.
Wait, what?
For Mercedes Benz, I don't like Tesla.
You said you like the electric cars.
I said I like Tesla. I said a Mercedes Benz. I don't like Tesla.
Well, you gotta like. This is better than a Mercedes Benz.
Nah, I don't want no car that if I gotta charge it for it to work. I didn't want that.
Girl, you need to be grateful that you got a damn car.
I could have just been walking it. I would rather walk it.
Get the car. Right. You should be happy.
Be grateful. You put the keys back in your purse.
Oh, and I will. And don't ask me for nothing else. Oh, you're gonna be happy with that money.
How much is it?
Girl, open it up and stop being ungrateful, because now you starting to be ungrateful where you ain't gotta worry about me ever again.
I said I wanted a Tesla. I always told you I wanted a pink Mercedes Benz.
Okay, why I couldn't get the Mercedes Benz, so you got that.
This is all you gave me for my Sweet 16 and my golden.
Girl, do you know how much money that is? That's $1,600 for 16.
That's it for my Sweet 16 and my golden birthday?
Don't throw a shoe at the screen, y'all. I can imagine that being my daughter, bro. I'd probably be in jail. I had to call Child Protective Services on myself. She said, I ain't want a Tesla, I want a Mercedes Benz. And I know what some of y'all thinking, because I was thinking the same thing. That's a fake video. They be faking all these. That's fake. I went to the sister YouTube channel. That's what she did. Turned in a Tesla for a pink Mercedes Benz. It's real, y'all. Ungrateful as hell. These people that the Lord be displeased with. And this spirit could jump on every single one of us. And it's on every single one of us. Philippians 4. That I wanted a pink Mercedes. You give me a Tesla? Are you crazy? I'd have been happy with a bike. You know what I'm saying? Give me a bike with some pegs on it. Me and the bros is gone. You know what I'm saying? Philippians 4, what I said? 11.
The book of Philippians chapter 4, verse 11. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content.
Paul said, hey, I ain't speaking like I'm lacking anything, but I learned whatever state I'm in to be content in it. Come on.
I know both how to be abased, and I know how to abound.
He said, I know how to be at a lower state. I know how to be at an abundance state. Come on, if that makes sense.
Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry.
He said, everywhere I'm instructed to be full and hungry. He playing that nice middle ground where he content no matter what. Come on.
Both to abound and to suffer need.
He said, I know how to abound and to suffer need. Hold that. Get Sirach 18. Sirach 18, verse 25. Sirach chapter 18, verse 25.
The book of Sirach, chapter 18, verse 25. When thou hast enough, remember the time of hunger.
When you got enough, remember when you was hungry.
And when thou art rich, think upon poverty and need.
When you rich, think upon poverty and need. Now go back to Philippians. He said, I just read, he said, I know how to both be full and hungry and both to abound and suffer need. Paul understand how to play both sides of the spectrum. Because you got to remember, Paul was a Pharisee, right? He wasn't no broke brother. Paul had some wealth. He lost it all and went broke to teach the laws of God. He knew it from both sides of the field. And he was content in either way. He said, I know both how, let me see. In verse 11, for I have learned, in whatsoever state I am to be content. You got to learn this thing. It ain't going to happen overnight. You're going to complain after you watch this class. Some of y'all going to complain on the way home. Guarantee. Keep reading.
Verse 13, I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me.
Now you know the context and when he wrote that, right? I could do all things. I could be abased. I could suffer poverty. I could have abundance and I can abound. I could be content in any one of them situations because I could do all things through Christ that's going to strengthen you. Whether you're going through prosperity or adversity, affliction or you abounding, the Lord is going to strengthen you. And the Lord going to take care of you. So what are you complaining about? Because we ungrateful. We are ungrateful. Get Sirach 40 and 18. Sirach chapter 40, verse 18. We almost done.
The book of Sirach, chapter 40, verse 18. To labor and to be content with that a man hath is a sweet life.
It said, to labor and be content with what you got, that's a sweet life. That's a sweet life. Some of y'all brothers ain't content. That's why y'all brothers be working 20 hours every day. You go home, you eat, fall out the shower, alarm clock come back over in 1 hour, and you back at work. Damn, bro. You missed Passover? Yeah, what happened? I had to work. Okay. You come and say, nah, bro, I got captivity. They making me work. They making you work? Okay. To labor and be content with what you got, that's a sweet life. Because you going to sleep with no worries, no stress. Cappy Down just did a heavy class yesterday, going into the stress that we have and we carry on ourselves. But no, I got food, I got clothing, I got shelter. I'm content. Where we at? Go to. That's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna have to jump through this. Job 1. Job chapter 1, verse 12. We're gonna jump around.
The book of Job, chapter 1, verse 12. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord.
Satan said, hey, the only reason Job perfect and he honor you is because all the things you blessed him with, but take him away. I bet you he curse you to your face. I bet you he be ungrateful. Keep reading.
Verse 13. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them. And the Sabians,
that's modern day Somalians, come on,
fell upon them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
He said, hey, while your oxen was plowing, the Sabians came and they fell on everything. And I'm the only one that survived. Kids dead, oxen gone, everything. Come on.
Verse 16. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is fallen from heaven and have burned up the sheep and the servants.
So another brother come out of nowhere. Hey, your servants is dead too, and your sheep. You know, lost your oxen, your asses, lost your kids. Another brother come with some bad news. Jump to verse 17.
Verse 17. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away, yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
Damn. In a day, back to back to back, he losing everything. Everything. Jump to verse, keep reading.
Verse 18. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon young men, and they were dead.
Damn, bro. The house collapsed on your kids? You gotta be thinking like, yo, this is a movie. This can't be real. Come on.
And I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
Jump to 21.
Verse 21. And said, naked came I out of my mother's womb.
So after all this happened, this was Joe's response. Come on.
And naked shall I return thither.
He said, I came in with nothing. I'm going to leave with nothing. Come on.
The Lord gave, and the Lord have taken away.
He said, the Lord blessed me with prosperity, and then he blessed me with affliction. Come on.
Blessed be the name of the Lord.
How many of us would say that? Think about it. We complain for the smallest issues. Imagine you lose your kids, you lose your house, all your property, all your substance. If you're a farmer, you lose all your cattle on one day. How many of y'all would say, the Lord give, the Lord taketh away? Hey, blessed be the name of the Lord. Not one of us. We would complain. We would complain and we would be ungrateful. Job was not like that. All these are for our examples. Keep reading.
In all this, Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly.
He ain't charged. Lord, why you doing this to me, Lord? I'm perfect. I'm just. He ain't do none of that. He took it. He took it on the chin. He took it on the chin. How many of us will be able to do that? You gotta examine yourself and examine these things. The Lord blessed him with abundance, and he took it right away from him. Then he endured, and he got more than he ever had in the end. Sometimes you block your blessing with your complaint or your ungratefulness. Get Psalms 103 and 10.
The book of Psalms, chapter 103, verse 10. He have not dealt with us after our sins, nor rewarded us according to our iniquities.
No matter what you think you're going through, the Lord ain't really touch you how you're supposed to get touched. Just think about that. He ain't deal with us according to our sins, really. Because if that was the case, I would not be teaching right now. He wouldn't be reading right now. Y'all wouldn't be listening right now. Y'all wouldn't be watching right now. He ain't deal with us according to our iniquities. Because we should all be dead right now. Every single one of us. Come on.
Verse 11. For as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is his mercy toward them that fear him.
As the heaven is high above the earth, that's how God's mercy is to those that fear him. Come on.
As far as the east is from the west, so far hath he removed our transgressions from us.
As far as the eastern hemisphere to the western hemisphere, that's how far the Lord removed our sins from us. Think about that. The next time you ungrateful, you complain about some small issue in your house or in your life. Come on.
Like as a father pitieth his children, so the Lord pitieth them that fear him.
Right. The Lord deals with us as children, and he shows pity to us. But none of us should be here right now. Keep that in mind the next time you want to complain about something. Psalm 68. Psalm chapter 68, verse 19. We winding down. We almost done. Come on. Psalm 68, verse 19.
The book of Psalms, chapter 68, verse 19. Blessed be the Lord, who daily loadeth us with benefits.
Blessed be the Lord, who daily loadeth us with benefits. Daily loadeth us with benefits. If you go to your house and you lay down in the bed, that's daily loaded with benefits. If you could turn your lights on, daily loaded with benefits. If you could take your kids and put them in that car seat that you hate to put them in and hate to take out the car, and you complain about, daily loaded with benefits. We have no grounds to complain about nothing. But yet, we find a way to. Keep reading.
even the God of our salvation, Selah.
The God of our salvation. Get Psalm. Go back to Psalm 103. Psalm chapter 103 and verse 2 now.
The book of Psalms, chapter 103, verse 2.
Daily loaded with benefits, right? Watch this.
Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits.
Forget not all his benefits. No matter what you're going through, no matter how bad you think the situation is, don't forget the benefits of God. Don't overlook the blessings because you're going through a little adversity. Be thankful for everything in your life, even though the Lord might take it away from you, because guess what? It's his. You mad at the Lord and he took back what he gave to you. It was his to begin with. Hey, it is what it is. Lord's will, he lend it back to me. You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset we got to have. Don't forget the benefits of God when he start afflicting you a little bit. And this affliction ain't really real affliction. The real affliction ain't come yet. It's going to come. Come on.
Verse 3, who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who hath healed all thy diseases.
Read it again.
Who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases.
The Lord forgive all our sins and he healed all our diseases. But you forget his benefits? Can't be ungrateful. Sirach 43 and 20. Oh, Sirach 43 and 30. Sirach 43 and 30. We almost done. I promise. Sirach chapter 43, verse 30.
The book of Sirach, chapter 43, verse 30. When ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can.
When you thank the Lord and you show great gratitude for what the Lord bless you with, hey, it said, exalt him as much as you can. Thank the Lord for every single thing in your life. Even a small little thing that you overlook, that we just think is a privilege. Thank the Lord for that. Come on.
For even yet will he far exceed.
The Lord gonna far exceed. Come on.
And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength.
Put forth all your strength. And your prayers, dedicate a prayer to thanking the Lord that everything he blessed you with. How many of y'all do that? I'm talking about the little things. The little things I thank the Lord for. Because I know at one point it could be taken away, or one of my brothers and sisters is going without it right now. How come? You got to thank the Lord for all his benefits. Come on.
Be not weary, for ye can never go far enough.
Don't be weary in thanking the Lord. He got angels that praise him all day, every day. He wants you to praise him all day, every day. Thank the Lord for everything. Thank the Lord for getting to work on time, getting to work safe, getting home safe. Thank the Lord for the blessing to have your child come back from school safe, not polluted with the doctrines and philosophies of America. Thank the Lord for y'all to be able to lay down in the bed together safely, even though y'all mad at each other. Even though she's sleeping with her face towards the wall. You know what I'm saying? You married brothers know what I'm talking about. Be thankful for that thing, because it could be taken away, and you're going to miss it. And you're going to regret being grateful for the thing that the Lord blessed you with. Ephesians 5 and 20. Hey, I'm going to tell you our last story, right? Hey, I used to work for UPS. I worked for UPS for 2 years. I hated that job with a passion. I'm talking about when I used to see the time that I had to start getting ready to go to job, my whole spirit was switch. I get mad for no reason. I was on a train with some beat up Timbs. If somebody step on my Timbs, bro, it's a wrap. That's the mindset I was on. They dirty as hell. I was like, let somebody step on my shoes, bro. I hated my life. I was complaining about that job. Guess what happened? I get a job. I forgot. It was a rental car company. Avis. I got a job working for Avis. I'm like, all praises to, I'm not in the truth then, but I'm thanking the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I go work the job. I do one day, and I quit. Can't make it up, bro. You can't make it up. I went back to UPS the next day. I ain't complaining about nothing. I was like, I know the Lord mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I know. I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? Ungrateful as hell. Get Ephesians 5 and verse 20.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 20. Giving thanks always for all things unto God.
Read it again.
Giving thanks always for all things unto God.
Oh, I'm reading the wrong scripture. I'm acting like you're reading it wrong. Read it again. My bad.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 20. Giving thanks always for all things unto God and the Father in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Give thanks always to the Lord. For what? All things. All things. Give thanks to the Lord. Because he could have you in a worse situation than you in. And you so busy focusing on that, you overlooking all the blessings and benefits he provided for you every day of your life. Philippians 4 and 4. Last 2 precepts and we done.
The book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 4. Rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say, rejoice.
Simple enough, right? Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say, rejoice. Adversity, affliction, blessings, abundance, rejoice in the Lord. No matter what you're going through, because the Lord still ain't deal with you according to your iniquities. The Lord is still showing mercy to you to this day. Rejoice always, no matter what situation you're in. I know it's easier said than done, but we got to rehearse these things, or we're going to fall like Numbers 14, Numbers 11, 1 Corinthians 10. That's going to be us. Play that last clip. This how we got to be. Come on. This how we got to be, y'all. Come on.
Hey, how's your girl, man? She left me. Oh. Yeah, my mom died too. And my dad got deported. But I got the van.
It's nice.
Yeah, right? Hey, how's your girl, man? She left me.
Hey,
oh.
Hey,
yeah,
that's how
my
we gotta be. You can take it on. You can take it. That's how we gotta be. my girl left me. My mom died. Father got the. Hey, I got this van though, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset we gotta have. You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset we gotta have. So Rock 26 and 4. Before I read this last precept, we close it out. Open challenge. I guarantee you, if you're watching this class or you in this room right now, you cannot make it a week without complaining about something. That's an open challenge. If you could make it a full, I'm talking about anything. I'm talking about the simplest thing. I'm talking about going outside like, damn, it's cold out here. I'm talking about the simplest thing. If you could go a full week without complaining, DM me and I'll give you something special, bro. I give you something. I think you deserve it after that. You know what I'm saying? Don't hit me up and lie about it. Be honest. If you could go a week straight without complaining about anything, I'm talking about the smallest thing, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know, and I'll shout you out. I'll get you your recognition, because that's a feat I ain't managed yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do it yet. Sirach 26 and verse 4. Last one, we out.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 4. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart.
Whether you rich or poor, whether you going through adversity or affliction, if you have a good heart
toward the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance.
At all times you're going to rejoice with a cheerful countenance. If you got a good heart to the Lord, no matter what situation you in, you always going to rejoice before the Lord. You always going to be in the spirit. You always going to be happy, because you know the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. But in the end, we going to get that ultimate reward. And that's another body, brothers and sisters. That's never complaining again, having everything we want like we never even envisioned. But you got to have a good heart to the Lord and always thank him, and do not forget him and his benefits. Hey, I'm Officer Nehemiah. Lord's way I got so from the class. IUIC Houston in the classroom. Most High in Christ bless.